So Biden's finally being impeached. It's I don't know. It seems like theater to me, but it's finally happening. I've said it was going to happen, and here it is. It's I'm going to read this article by Politico. It's just going to give you a little synopsis of what the GOP's doing, and then I'm going to add my 2 cents to it as I go. So here we go. So your guide to an impeachment inquiry, breaking down the GOP's pursuit of Biden. The House Republicans are entering a new phase in their political impeachment of President Joe Biden, one that raises plenty of questions about what comes next. The GOP investigation, which centers on business deals of Hunter Biden and other family members, has yet to find any clear link between Joe Biden's actions as president or vice president and his family's financial arrangements. Despite that, every House Republican on Wednesday supported a formal inquiry to try and uncover a smoking gun. The inquiry sent GOP lawmakers home from Washington with high spirits as the president and Democrats torched their efforts as politically motivated sideshow. It is, but they're right. They're you know, obvious. Obviously, it's a sideshow. This whole thing's theater. They're all actors in this theater. But here we go. Regardless of the substance of the impeachment inquiry, the vote to formalize it does give them more legal authority as they seek to enforce their subpoenas and records requests. It also creates a new set of hurdles for them to clear before they decide whether to pursue former articles of impeachment. Here's a guide to the basics and the complications of the impeachment inquiry. Congress has extremely wide latitude in what it chooses to investigate, but the House's vote to formalize an impeachment inquiry strengthens the probe's legal power as the committees issue subpoenas and demand documents. Basically, what it's saying is that they just they start to look. They start to they found they essentially have documents and such now, but now that what they're doing is they're going to gather it and they're going to start to ask certain things like certain entities like the FBI and such for different documents that they have from things like the laptop and all these kinds of things. They're gonna compile it, and then it's basically a legal proceeding, right? Like an impeachment is just a legal proceeding, but it's it's theater. It's obviously, since we watched two impeachments on Trump, and they were both a joke. The last impeachment before that was Clinton for the sexual whatever Congress with whatever her face was with blue dressy, and now this is the same. This, like I said, I think this is. I've said that before on other podcasts. I think that this is the start of the end for Biden. I think they're looking to replace him as the candidate. They don't want him running. They don't think he can win right now. The polls don't show that he can win, so I don't think they want to chance it. So I've said it before, and I'll even put out a date. I think by March, you're going to see him step down, and a new candidate or two will jump in the fray. I've got my ideas. I think Newsom's one, and I think you know, depending, I think you could see Michelle Obama. I think Michelle Obama would be the next president. I think it's a shoe in if they put her in, if she agrees or whatever. I think she's a shoe in. Gavin Newsom, I don't know. He's a white dude with you know that looks good, speaks good, but he's got a pretty awful track record with the whole vid, right? So that might not be good for them. But Obama, oh my god, like how she never gets voted against. Like she's probably going to win. She'd probably get like 63% of the popular vote or something. She'd just crush it. Guaranteed she'd crush it for a number of reasons. Whether she's the best candidate or not, she'll just crush it. That's just my opinion. So, yeah. So you heard it here. So this impeachment, I think, is show. I think it's just the first stage of, like I said, the beginning of the end for our friend Biden. No more trippy doos after this. He'll just be able to go and finally retire like an old man that he should.